Hi, I am Mika Harper, and I wrote a Warcraft fanfic because Nithera on the Blizzard forums has started doing what they called a writer's challenge, and this week, I believe, it was about Murlocs, and I like Murlocs, so I wrote an identification and explanation of Westfall Murlocs, and I'd love to share it with you right now. Life among the waves is simple. The water provides whatever the amphibian races of Murlocs need, and their settlements are mainly for show. Primarily, they are to prove that the reeds on this side of the coast are superior to the ones on that side. The waves provide at this place. It gives them clams with shiny stones inside, the best fish oil, even the swimming is superior. A settlement glows with pride in every bound reed and rickety thatch roof. To Murlocs it says, "This is the best place to be, and wherever you are is garbage." Our coastline, the structures brag, smiles upon us. We are in touch with the ways of the sea. Our bounty is plentiful and superior. We commune with the water every day, and it provides all there needs to know. And a mile distant of here is pathetic, and for heathens who wouldn't recognize the wishes of the sea if it drenched them in it. This is the basis of the feud between the Murloc oracles and raiders. Westfall's coastline stretches for miles, bordering a deep ocean and arid cliffside fields perfect for farming and harvest. The dry yet salty weather is actually wonderful for planting vineyards, but somehow Alliance humans have not yet thought of that. Humanoids populate the verdant cliff tops, whether seeking to work the land and expand their agriculture, or plunder the more successful attempts. This is of little concern to Murloc kind, beyond the errant discovery of discarded armor, which they do not wear, and the novelty of ice-cold milk, which they regard as a sort of luxury entertainment item. The oracles protest it is like the froth of the waves, caught by magic, but the less pious citizens note that it smells nothing like the intoxicating scent of rotten seaweed. The coastal Westfall Murlocs share nearly identical genetic structure and quite possibly a shared origin of their settlements and the beaches. The observed methods of Murloc habitation involve swimming in from the ocean, finding an ideal place to set up shop, and promptly doing so. Factors for this might be an impressive amount of fish, or aimless exhaustion due to swimming in the ocean, or claiming to have found the promised shore due to the more shamanistic members identifying that this was where the water was warmest, overlooking the fact that someone might have just peed there. The Westfall oracles settled on the south coast by listening to the will of the waves, accompanied by the tide hunters who tolerated the zealotry of their magical companions because their favorite recipe for longjaw mud snapper required it to be cooked by a smite spell. The northern coast is inhabited by Murloc raiders, who believe that the ocean provides for them with no effort of cultivation on their part, and they found a lot of shiny ore lying around. They try their best to ignore the doings of the coast runners, because really, does anyone like them? The oracles think that the raiders are lazy. The raiders think that the oracles are tryhards. And truthfully, everyone thinks the netters are in cahoots with the Riverpaw gnolls. In their own way, the Murlocs of Westfall coexist mainly to distraction. The oracles are weaving spells to commune with the sea, the tide hunters are collecting bottles of milk just in case it becomes useful, and the raiders are raiding, as they are wont to do, and overall, they're just too busy to wage any kind of war against one another because, well, have you seen all these clams? Who has the time? The recent tornadoes in Westfall have only exacerbated Murloc diplomatic issues, as all sides claim it was their doing. The coastal structure has its occasional outliers, such as Cookie, whose attraction to humankind led him to a culinary career with a peculiar fondness of Siamese cats. His name is not uttered within the ranks of any Westfall Murlocs, but that is probably because they cannot pronounce the plosive consonant noises of the human language. What the cultures have in common is the intolerance of outsiders in any way. Raiders react as their name implies, but the oracles claim that errant Alliance adventurers are a challenge that the land sent to the coast, testing the magnificence of the sea and its people. Clearly, these are gladiators of a high power, as a single novice human can often destroy an entire camp. As the settlements remain intact, there is always hope for a brighter Murloc future. The delicate ecosystem of the sea crashes onwards. The rickety reed structures of the Westfall Murlocs expand and glamorize in case any know-nothing outsider happens by and glimpses the clear superiority of this tribe, which never seems to happen anyway. That was crazy fun, because it was fun. Thank you so much for listening and reading. You can read along with it on my Tumblr, which is nikaharper.tumblr.com. And of course, I made this video because of the amazing people who have been supporting me on Patreon. Thank you. This pays my rent. That's the best thing that I can have. So thank you so much. Please keep reading. Tell me what you think. I am all over the social medias, and I really like this writing challenge that Blizzard has put out there for us. I think it's fantastic and fun. So you should do it. Check out the stuff that I do, and thank you so much.